Let's take a deep dive into all the options LTX Studio offers us, and we'll do this using a project we've already created. First, let's go over the standard options we have, which include changing all these image prompts we've used to generate them. Also, right here in the settings, you can modify characters or create new ones to add to your story. Add a soundtrack, which I won't do here due to YouTube restrictions. You can even add a narrator or special character phrases. Character dialogues can be added down here by clicking the plus icon to add them. You can also automatically generate sound effects. For instance, if one scene had a sword duel, it could generate effects for the clashing swords. You can also change each character's clothing by modifying the prompt. And let's look at these great options. One very interesting option is to create a composition. This would allow us to change the entire composition of this specific image simply by uploading an image, another image, and copying its composition, or by creating our own sketches. We can change it as if we're making the image based on our sketches. I'm not the best artist, I won't lie, but I'll try to make a rough sketch. Well, I won't digress much more, but as you can see, it has changed the entire image based on the trees I've indicated where the bridge is. And it didn't detect the house well, but if I tried a bit more to make it detect it, it would, because earlier it made a temple here, which you couldn't see. So this is a very interesting feature of the program. Here it'll warn about unsaved changes, but I won't save. I didn't want to save it anyway. We have more options like those in the tools menu. In tools, we can add facial expressions. This should be easier to see now. Here we can change the facial expressions of our characters. As you can see, it's detecting this character's expression. I can even adjust the head position to change where they're looking. It just moved a bit. I can keep adjusting, but it takes time to load because it's processing the image changes. We can also add different options for how we want the character to look, what expression we want them to have. As you can see, it updates as we go. We can also make different face selections. We could change this one, for example. Let's make him look scared. Let's see if it works. This could be interesting. Well, he's clearly sideways and it's not very noticeable. Let's see if I can make the face more frontal. For a more frontal facial expression, we can make better changes and create different aspects of the face. Also here we can change the position based on how we generated the image. Obviously, more or less change the position. We can also make custom controls for eyebrows, eyes, winking, blinking, eyebrow, and lip positions. It's quite interesting, really. To be more detailed in our projects, we also have an option to remove objects within this application, which isn't bad at all if we want to go in and remove an object that we don't want in the image or that isn't well generated. We can do that. We can also edit the camera angle and move it around as we like. We also have the option to share, of course, either the project with others using our email for people with similar issues by copying the link, and we can even download it as an MP4. If everything was generated correctly, as you can see. I needed to generate more because I haven't generated all these images since I didn't want to create the whole story. And well, here you have many options that you can fully exploit to create your best storytelling or short films.